Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be changing the cartridge on a Moen single handle kitchen sink with this Moen 1225 replacement cartridge. You can find these at Menards or Home Depot, but I would highly recommend going on Amazon. I saved about $5 with shopping on there. Plus they have different brands that you can actually save even more, but I went ahead and went with the name brand. Tools you'll need for this, pretty simple. Phillips head screwdriver, a thin bladed flat screwdriver, needle nose pliers, regular pliers, and a 7/64 Allen wrench. And that's really all you need. It's pretty simple, and we'll do this as quick as we can. First thing you're going to want to do is go under your sink and shut your cold and hot water valves off. Just make sure those are closed off. Test it by opening your valve on the sink, and when you verified there is no water flow, we can go ahead and get started with the next step, which I'll show you real quick. Okay, so I have shut the water off, and as you can see, nothing's coming out, so we're good there. The whole reason for this repair is this faucet is leaking. It is not a bad leak, but it's enough to where I do want to change it. It stops leaking if I have it in full hot or full cold, and I often don't remember, so it's leaking enough to where it's a problem. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. First step, after you shut your water off, is to remove this little hot cold plug here with that thin screwdriver, and it just pops off pretty easily if you get under it. And make sure you plug your sink too if you have a disposal or something like that. You don't want any of these parts falling into it, so make sure you plug that hole up too. Okay, once that's off, this is where you want your 5/64 Allen key, and you'll be able to see a screw in there. Maybe not on this video, but you'll be able to see it in there when you're doing this yourself. And just go ahead and stick the Allen wrench in there and grab a hold of it and turn to the left counterclockwise, and it's going to take several screws, but it comes out pretty easily. Okay, that's it right there. Long, and then this top just pulls right off. Okay, and at that point you can look down, and that's where our screw is, where you're going to need that Phillips head screwdriver. So we'll just go in and remove that. And some people do this step after they remove this cover here, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. You can hear my 3-year-old in the back. This is magnetic, so hopefully it's going to pick it up. There we go. And then this base unscrews. And here's the rest of it. There is a small clip right here, and that just pulls out with that flathead screwdriver. You can just pull that guy out, and that comes off, and then the whole assembly can be pulled out. So this is where you want to get your pliers. Just grab a hold. Okay, one thing I did forget to mention was this little ring. It actually fits around this stem here. Just remove that before you pull the cartridge out. The cartridge is probably going to be a little tight, so you're going to need some decent leverage to get that thing out. I ended up actually standing on my sink and then just grasping with these pliers and pulling it out. So I have loosened it at this point, so it's not going to be this easy more than likely. But you're just going to pull it up and out. Probably get a little bit of water out of there. But that is essentially the removal. And we will go ahead with the install in just this minute. Okay, and now for the installation of the new cartridge. You're just going to simply push it back where the other one was, and make sure the orientation is the same as the old one. Just verify that when you're removing it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you'll just want to push that guy down as hard as you can. Make sure it's all the way stuck down. And I'm actually going to pull up a little on it, just a little bit on that stem, and make sure that's fully extended. And again, you'll probably get some water seeping out of there, but not a big deal. So that's flush, as you can see there. Then we'll take our little washer here, or whatever the technical term is for it, and put that back on the stem, just like so. And we'll take our clip and reinstall that. Just snaps right in there, and we're almost done. All we have to do is reinstall this base. Okay, so one thing you do in a check, and this actually happened in my case, but this white part in this black base, that's a washer, but they actually came out in this housing as a unit, and I did not have to remove them separately. So in disassembly, if this comes out without these, you'll just have to take those off separately. Real easy, they just pull off. This one unscrews, so it's not hard at all. When you do reassemble it, make sure that the lip is facing forward, because that's your hot and cold shut off. As you can see, it has a stopper right there that stops it, so that's going to control your hot and cold and stop it when needed. So just make sure you're doing that. We can go ahead and screw this back on. I will put the screw in and get this guy snugged down. Again, just make it snug, not really tight, doesn't need to be really tight. Then we can screw this base back on. That just fits nicely, hopefully nicely, over that black piece, and you can see there it's nice and flushed, and again doesn't have to be super tight. And at which point we will get the handle put back on. So I'm going to set this down, and you can watch the handle go back on for all its glory. It slips down, and again get your 7/64 Allen wrench and line the hole up and start screwing it in. Real easy. And we're almost finished. This whole thing should take you 10 minutes. As long as there's no crazy problems, but there probably won't be. And again, you should look for that part on Amazon because it's way cheaper. I actually went into Menards the other night and saw it for $20 and just thought that there could probably be a better price online, and there was. So that's what I ended up doing, and just waited the 2 days with Prime shipping. Not a big deal. Okay, so you put your punch back in. Make sure your water supply is turned back on, which I'm doing right now. And then we'll make sure our fix worked. We'll probably call it a day. So turn on, and there we go. Works properly. Hot, cold, good to go. So an easy fix you can do all by yourself, and it's pretty cheap. Don't really need any specialty tools. That Allen wrench is probably the hardest thing you'll have to find if you don't have a lot of tools around your house, but otherwise you'll probably have it.